Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are in our throne room, but I think we have some new artifacts to show to the storyteller. I brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? Storyteller's eyebrows rise. How interesting. May I, your grace? He gently touches the items from your pack. We've got the pendant of Torag. Oh, the symbol of Torag. Children of the Stone wear such pendants as protective talismans. I will gladly purchase any you have. Storyteller fingers caress the symbol shaped like a tree leaf. And what's this? I hear the voices of trees, smell the scent of fresh leaves. A dryad mark, is it not? I would be happy to purchase it from you. I think we've gotten a couple of those already that he's bought. Oh, now here is something truly impressive. These items once belonged to a dwarven smith, and they wish to tell us their story. The storyteller shakes his head sadly. But too much has been lost, too much forgotten. The story of this smith eludes me. Please find the rest of the 5 missing items and return them to me as soon as you can. Okay. So that's probably these. So if we sort by name, we've got 4 of them. The Dwarven Helm Shards. Okay. So at some point we will find the 5th piece, hopefully, and learn the story. Did I need to sell stuff while I was here? Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's head out to the square, and I can just dump off anything heavy that I have. I wonder if going back here, since Lindsay's around, does that count for us being able to identify the magic items we found? Or do I still need to get her in the party? We check. Okay, I think these were the items we weren't able to identify. So we've got a Falcata +1, heavy crossbow +1, hand axe +1, two-bladed sword +1, troll reaper. It's a great axe that deals 1d6 acid damage. Neat. Really good for what we're dealing with, except for the fact that we don't have anyone that really wants to use a great axe. But I might give it to Amiri anyway. It's not a terrible idea. Just from when we show up against trolls. I mean, it technically is doing more damage. 3 to 19 versus 3 to 17. Well, it shows 9 to 23 damage when equipped. 9 to 20, yeah. And let's just see. Her accuracy, +10 and +5, +11, +6. So the axe is actually doing more damage. Doesn't have the crit range, sadly. Yeah, I guess while it's doing more damage and more accurate, we'll switch to the Troll Reaper. Okay. Then armor-wise, Belt of Physical Perfection, we got that. So yeah, as we determined, +2 to Strength, Dex, and Con, which is just crazy. Valerie got Full Plate. It's just Full Plate +1. I don't know that anyone else got any items. Not that I'm recalling. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's find a merchant. Vertil. Do you know anything about the ancient dwarven fortress in these lands? Nothing at all, your grace. 3 dwarf clans used to live in these lands. The Waradash, the Langabuk, and the Skeggi. My family is Skeggi, but we moved to Mivon 200 years ago, together with Aldori, fleeing from the Conqueror. Our grandfathers made a safe bet that the Sword Lords would need swords. Anyhow, neither me nor even my father have ever been to the old fortress. I vaguely remember my grandfather's stories that the Langabuk stronghold was supposed to be somewhere nearby, but no, I have no idea where to look for it. Alright, let's see your goods. Now we want to offer up all of our non-magical stuff just to empty out our inventory. I probably should drop off a bunch of my magical gear that I'm not using because it's just weighing me down, or maybe sell some of it. Like, how many amulets of mighty fists do I need? Or how many ring of protection plus ones? Probably even if I had someone who was a fist fighter, I don't know that I would necessarily want one or the other. Can't say for certain. Let's sort by price. So what's all of my low value stuff? Like the high value stuff that has cool abilities, I might want to keep in case we find someone who can use it. But there's something to be said for dropping off the things that I don't expect. You could probably give the heavy crossbow to someone in the party. Long spear, quarterstaff, yeah. Sai seems unlikely. We've already upgraded our scimitar or our scythe user. Yeah, most of those I don't expect to see a party member want to use them, but you never know. So we'll get rid of that stuff. Same with armor. Like, I don't need 2 chain shirts. And I don't know why I would have someone wear studded leather or padded armor if I have a chain shirt. Probably the same thing with medium armor. If I've got breastplate plus 2, I'm probably not going to give anyone a breastplate plus 1. Studded leather plus 2. I mean, again, I'd probably go with the chain shirt? Is that true? No, I'd probably go with the studded leather plus 2. Yeah, something like that. Just to empty out our inventory a bit. Probably some potions and wands I should also reduce carrying weight on, but it's fine. So if I want to get out of here now, I guess we just head down here. May not have been the closest exit, but it's the exit I thought of. Alright, and I do think I want Lindsay back in the party. Just to identify items mainly. I mean, arguably I could grab Octavia. She's probably got a decent Arcana as well. Well, no, we're going specifically to the troll locations. We want to bring Ekendio. Let's put Lindsay in for Harem. She's not as good of a healer, but we do have, or a tank, but we do have a couple of tanks plus 2 wolves. Maybe this will work out. I don't use his healing that much. So I'm hoping this will work. Yeah, I need to level her up so that I can consider bringing her in the party.
Would be nice, don't you think?
Why are you fatigued? Were you not resting while you were there by yourself? Alright, so we've got a bandit camp that I just walked past. And these are the 3 we need to get to with Ekendio. And then we've got the Hodag lair, which sort of terrifies me. Let's go to the bandit camp first. Then we can make our way down to the kobold area.
Adventures can wait.
I'm going to give one more shot to see if we can convince Jubilost that we know where we're going. I'm guessing the answer is no. I don't think anything has changed since we last talked to him. But seriously.
Hey, it's you again. Why not? Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being
Yeah. Alright. And it looks like at least a couple of us want to rest. So, we'll set up camp. I don't camp in an area very often. Usually we just camp on the overworld map. But I think we get slightly different dialogues when we do camp here, so yeah. We're going to have you do the cooking, and I guess I will go back to watch, even though I'm terrible at it. Because I don't think there's a role I'm good at. Yeah. Alright.
We're a strange group. More like a handful of outcasts than an army of heroes. Anyway, they say even the first Aldori Swordlord was an outcast. Are we any worse than him?
Let's make this quick.
Okay. Hi, Greater Bear. Level 5. Probably fine. Yep. Totally fine.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Alright, let's finish up our rest because we didn't actually get our fatigue to go away. There you go.
I'm off.
Speaking of fatigue, we probably should also make it a priority to go to that other region, whose name I've forgotten, but the one that's giving us our nightmares. Way up here. The Tenebrous Depths. Should probably make that a priority sooner rather than later. But alright, bandit camp. We don't want bandits hanging around. How? I expected it to branch off from there and it did not. Alright, let's go to the lonely house and head out this way and see if that takes me there. No, we don't need to go to the lone house. We can't acquire this because it's not in our realm. But can we continue farther? You may have stumbled upon resource areas in your travels to reap its benefits, blah blah blah. Yes. Belongs to region outside your territory, yeah, so we can't claim it, and I can't continue farther towards the bandit camp. I'm not sure. I guess from the watchtower, it looks like there's a path that heads down. And it doesn't connect anywhere else? That seems odd to me. Someone on the road. Random encounter. Didn't say fight versus evade. So this might just be a strange event. We saw something that probably no one else had ever seen. Besides the blazing campfire stood a kobold, who had wrapped himself in a worn-out elven robe. On the far side of the clearing, 3 enormous trolls shuffled their feet, hesitating. The kobold stretched out his calloused paws, and with immense gravity hissed and mumbled incomprehensibly. We could barely even guess at what all this meant. Sneak closer, or lorn nature, went around the glade unnoticed, using the creek to hide. Or losing no more time, we turn back. Let's sneak closer. Hiding behind the elm trees, we crept close enough to hear the mysterious kobold's mumbling. We tried translating the gibberish with only a +3. We could try to make sense of what was happening by interpreting gestures and body language with a +12. Or screaming, we jumped out of the bushes and pretended to be fire spirits. We'll try perception first. It seems like the kobold was shaming the trolls for cowardice. Hissing and grunting, he repeated Hargulka several times, causing the trolls to tuck their heads and slouch a little deeper each time. It must have been the name of a very important troll, a chieftain, a pack leader, someone they regarded as an authority. Whatever the case, the kobold's words hit their target. One of the trolls, the tallest and mightiest one, stood straight and stepped forward. His enormous claw involuntarily scratched at his bloodied shoulder, which held a burned-in pattern. The other troll's shoulders looked to have the same pattern, as though they'd all been branded. The kobold stretched his arms towards the troll, his sleeves still on fire. "Flames! Flames! Flames!" the kobold hissed menacingly in common. "Flames! Flames! Flames!" the trolls replied in their own tongue. The brave troll stepped closer to the campfire. We couldn't imagine a more opportune time to strike. Took the chance and tried pushing the brave troll into the fire. Well, they're branded, so that won't do anything. Or stealthily threw a stone at the kobold. We're just daringly charged into battle. Let's try and hit the kobold. I don't think there's anything to be gained from throwing a branded troll into some fire. Not that there's much to be gained from the kobold, but if it's a sorcerer or something, we might be able to avoid taking some spell fire. Failed. Shame. We aimed at for the kobold, but we hit one of the trolls. We may as well have been throwing a pillow. We lost the element of surprise. A difficult battle lay before us. So we've got, yes, it is a sorcerer, a spark shaman, and then 3 branded trolls, which we'd kind of figured out from the dialogue. I think everyone's just going to run in. Why are you in the front? That's not where you should be. Let's go with something like that. Although part of me wants to reorganize this so everyone's on grids, because it's sort of paining me to have people haphazardly placed. Something like that.
Do not
Because, yeah, we don't want you in the front. Okay. I did not want them getting to her. I think we've got a Miri with our acid axe. That'll be helpful. Oh, dog's already down. I guess those of us not doing acid and whatnot should be actually focusing on the kobold in the back who's casting spells. Actually, you should probably also, because it's not just stopping the regeneration, you are protected from fire. So you're taking no fire damage. So having you attack that troll is pointless. Okay. Fight over. Dog went down. Wolf might be hurt. I wish I could see their health here. Wolf's hurt. And dog is hurt. Not a huge deal. Wand of Bless. Probably should cast Bless more often. Cloak of Resistance +2, that's certainly something. Bloody leftovers of a troll's dinner are scattered besides the rock. What about this rock that's glowing? Someone struck this rock hard enough to leave claw marks across the surface. Another Torag pendant that we can sell to the storyteller.
I'm there.
Is there anything else here before we move on? Got some herbs.
In due time.
I'm still hoping we find that dwarven helmet fragment.
Follow if you dare.
It's not looking likely. Okay. And let's head out. This is not a way out. I guess we gotta go up here.
Adventures can wait.
Right, we're gonna need a crossing point. Hadn't considered that. Swamp Witch's hut also strikes me as interesting.
My cape is all worn out. Gotta catch a bear. A big one's hide would fit me just right.
Wouldn't surprise me if there's a crossing by the lake, though. So maybe I should have gone that way. Don't know that there's any clear way of knowing where a crossing will be. There's one here, apparently. But that's really far. Let's head down this way and see if we can find a crossing over here. Maybe? Nope. Darn. We could go down to Candlemere. Tower in the center of Candlemere Lake is a crumbling ruin. Nothing remains but a half-collapsed stone cylinder and a swath of rubble within and without. Stones of the tower are ancient. Faint carvings of strange symbols are barely visible in some of the tower's stones. Although the ancient cult that once used this site as its center of worship has long since been destroyed, the ruins themselves exude an aura of unease. Any creature that enters this area feels as if something unseen is watching or waiting, and the intruders to the area are distinctly unwelcome. Well, let's check it out. It's a location we're next to. But yeah, it seems to cross the river, we're going to have to go basically all the way to the verdant forest again anyway. Curse of Candlemere. Stolen lands are full of weird places. Take the island in the middle of Candlemere Lake, for instance. It seems like some regular remote place from afar, calm and quiet, but local fishers all keep their boats as far away from the island as possible. There are tales of ghostly lights dancing on the island's shores at night. Some say that it's terrible. Something terrible happened at the tower long ago. Something so dark and abominable that the place is still cursed. True or not, we have to explore the place anyway. It would be outrageous to have a barony with an uncharted spot in the middle of its map. So we are here. Before our very eyes, Candlemere Island, dark, terrifying, and mysterious. Actually, the shore doesn't seem terrifying at all. A ruined tower is the only thing spoiling the view. Time for a walk, it seems. Is this the boat we took to get here, or is someone else on the island? Note wrapped in oiled leather. We came to the island at dusk, decided to spend a night at the shore, and go inland at dawn. We've seen some lights floating over the underbrush. For some reason, they don't approach. Keep their distance from us. Tomorrow we'll head for the ruins. The cleric and the paladin who hired me to guide them keep aloof. They exchange whispers about something hidden in these ruins and fall silent as soon as I come close. We've come here to search for treasures for a man called Gunderson, but these two seem to have some plans of their own. It would bother me less if Rizmel wasn't a cleric of Nethys. People say that the moods and methods of his followers change as often as those of their two-faced god. For now, at least, the cleric behaves nicely, except for constant frantic speeches about the ruins. Anyway, Bright is a paladin of Aurori, so I guess I can rely on his sense of justice. We've heard about strange things that take place on Candlemere Lake. A few days ago, local folks saw a bright flash of light over the tower at the island, and no one could explain what it was. Another strange thing I witnessed myself. When we were coming to the island on our boat, I noticed an old geezer on the shore, and this island is thought to be deserted. I guess the geezer saw us too because he disappeared. I would track the old hermit down, but I don't dare leave the campsite unattended. Can't help thinking this island is really cursed, as the locals say. If the curse is just a fable, and if Rizmel doesn't try any tricks, we'll come back here and I'll take this note away. And if you find this note, traveler, hop on your boat and go back where you came from. Rastal bless me. Mori Fakre. Well, we got here before you returned for the note, so that's probably not great. Boat is in good condition. It looks like it was used not long ago. Coals have already coaled. Well, they are being rained on. We have Robe of Earth, which is what? Acid Aura. That's all? Well, it looks like it takes a different slot than... No, that is our armor slot. was gonna say, it looks like it's a different slot than because didn't have anything equipped, but no. I just don't wear armor. And I think I'm the only person in the party that doesn't wear armor. Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't hurt my allies. Having an acid aura. No one seems to be dying, so I'll take that as a positive. Means that if trolls get too close,
I do what I must.
then hopefully they get damaged by me. I'm assuming that's what it means. War Wisp, level 11 aberration. Okay. If it's just one, maybe we're fine. Right. But we get penalties for attacking in the rain. 20% miss chance on all ranged attacks due to concealment. Awesome.
Strike worth a legend.
Okay, that's starting to hurt. Can we split up the party just a bit so that we don't all get hit by every lightning strike? Or we can just kill it. That works too. No loot. So we just took a bunch of hits and didn't gain anything for it. That's a shame.
I'm off.
I'm looking at these plants. They remind me a bit of those, like, fayish plants that we saw in Bald Hill. They're not glowing the same way. But just in style, I'm wondering if there's a connection there.
In due time.
Wand of Crushing Despair. Cool. I don't use wands as often as I should. Problem is they're limited use, and I struggle to get myself to use consumables.
We've downed better ones.
Another War Wisp. Oh, guys. You got... Oh, dear. We are surrounded. This is going to turn out very poorly. And also, I don't have my primary healer. Also, can you guys ungroup? Yeah, that's bad. All right, drink the potion, please.
I still got it.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you enough healing to be able to survive this. I mean, you are half dead. If I had buffed first, I guess technically I can buff right now. But we've taken too many hits, I think, for it to actually really matter. Yep. Maybe.
I see the faces of my family.
Second Dio went down. Oh, I didn't realize he was in melee. That's not good. Miri, go into a rage. Should have done that earlier. Then get us a bless. Okay, we are gonna win this. We just had 2 people drop. Bit rough. And yeah, our only healer
Was called forth.
is you. And you don't have any second level spells left. Must use them all on buffs. It's kind of a shame.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I need to keep a cleric in the party. Whether it's harem or Tristan. I don't think I can justify traveling without. I mean, there's a little bit of healing for our team, but now you're out of healing. And yeah, we're probably going to keep running into more of those war wisps. On the plus side, we now have all of our spells used. Torn Damp Page. I've described the plant and the wound it caused as soon as I could. I hope in the future I'll be able to show these notes to some druid to learn more about this stuff. I should have known better than to go into a bush thicket. The slope was steep and it was dangerous to climb here anyway, even if these light creatures won't bother us. Rizmel started to behave strangely early this morning. He acted like a real madman, made me search for the shortcut to the ruins, then refused to heal me when I got wounded by the thorn. Damn priest constantly pushes us ahead. Supposedly, he had a message from Nethys himself, and while his god is waiting for him in the tower, look like there's no time for petty matters. I'm starting to believe all those rumors about the followers of Nethys and their unreliability were true. I wanted to turn back and leave the gold where it belongs, but Bright persuaded me to keep moving forward. According to him, this Gunderson guy has got the wrong meaning of the word treasure. The paladin's convinced that the treasure, which really is hidden in the tower, is some priceless magic knowledge left there by ancient dwellers of the island. But he's not sure he can get to the place through the thicket without my help. If I had it my way, I'd just leave this mess as it is. I seriously doubt our client is interested in some dusty old books, but this argument won't work for the cleric, who worships a god of magic, and the paladin, who serves a god of knowledge. Bright tried to heal my wounds by himself. As a result, it is almost closed, but still stings bitterly. I hope it's the passing side effect, because at least for now, I have no way back. So that's the same original group that we were following. And yeah, that's, I guess, the trail that they tried to cut through.
Cannot hide from me.
Give the order. Their life ends here.
Oh. I need to remember before we start these fights to ungroup the party. In the hopes that we don't get blasted by lightning repeatedly. So why are you taking so much damage? What kind of attacks is it doing? Is it touch? Yep, it's doing touch attacks. That's why Valerie's getting screwed. Valerie's touch AC is terrible. Luckily the rain has stopped.
This won't kill me.
I think we're gonna need to camp after this. Yeah. So we could force our way through or go the long way where we're gonna have to battle all of the enemies. I think for now, let's camp. If we can find a spot that's open enough. Oh, there was a spot. Gotta find the right pixel. Because yeah, we're struggling because we just don't have the healing available. Though, because we've used all of our healing spells, I don't know that camping is going to even heal us. It'll get Lindsay's spells back. That's something, I suppose.
Enjoy your final moments.
Okay. Sure. Level 10 tree. Quickwood. Immune to various things. Immune to fire. Are you serious? Well, at least we have some acid people, but immune to fire. You're a giant tree. Oh, we have multiple of them. That. Yep, okay. Cool. Oh, did you guys kill that one already? Alright, I guess we don't need to be that afraid. Valerie and Amiri are already over here attacking this one.
Out of our story.
Excellent. They looked a lot scarier than they were. Another quick save, and then we can try finishing our camp.
Back home, we'd say, the thicker the armor, the longer it takes to ready the corpse for the pyre. That's definitely true about you, Valerie.
But you'd be quick. We just sew your arms and legs back, so you're more or less human shape.
So how's our health after that? No, see, we're still terrible.
I wrote it like I saw it.
I'm open to your orders.
And you don't have any healing. Figured a ranger might. But I guess
What's
not.
up with you?
Esmo.
Well, let's have you use all of your spells on healing.
Esmo. Axe. Yes.
Oh, and you're getting... I guess the rolls don't look too bad. She just has tons of health. So it doesn't feel like it's increasing it very much.
Esmo. Axe. Yes. Esmo. Axe. Yes. Esmo. Axe. Yes. Esmo. Axe. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Axe. Yes. Esmo. Axe. Yes.
Alright. Lindsay is out of spells. Actually, maybe I'll call it the end of the episode here. We just got done with camping. Next time we can try and continue pushing forward and see what else is going on this island. But I think maybe I shouldn't be here yet. A couple of things we found are pretty high level. But I'll give it a shot. So next time we'll continue on. For now, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.